The race looks to me that it has started in earnest for the next governor of Ekiti State. Who will that be? The man at the helm of affairs right now has had his term expired in the sense that he cannot run again. So his political party, the PDP, has a candidate. He's a deputy governor of the state who has the ticket of the PDP in the state. That is one of the issues we will discuss on the program much later. So there is another man who wants to come back. So the big question will be, how did he get a ticket amidst what was a very, very intense contest here in Ekiti State? First disrupted, but this time around, he got lucky. He got the ticket of the APC here in Ekiti State ahead of the governorship election. Let's get the conversation started with the Minister of Mines and Steel and the former governor of Ekiti State, the candidate of the APC, Governor Dr. Fayemi. Thank you so much for your time on the program.
Sean, thank you for having me.
Yeah. You did say that you have a sense of wanting to come back as a governor of Ekiti State. And I must say congratulations to you for getting the ticket of your party. So a lot of people felt that there were issues of desperation ahead of the primary. What really happened? Because we saw a lot of insult on that day, a lot of bickering in your party. Why did that primary tear your party that apart?
Well, first, let me say that it's good to be back in your program after such a long time. What I said is that I have a sense of unfinished business, not a sense of really wanting to come back for a desperate reason. I served as governor of the state for 4 years. Whatever I'm doing is based on the record that I have as governor here, and I'm somebody who could be subjected to critical scrutiny in terms of my performance in office and in terms of where we're headed and where the state is at this point. Coming back to the primary, it's not uncommon in political contests for people to devise all manner of means to try and get one up on you. And understandably, many had been in the race before I came in, and they felt my coming into the race probably altered the chances that they have of picking the ticket of the party. But I never got involved in any insult. I never focused on any individual personally. I just sold myself to the party on the basis of what I have done as governor and what I have done as a party leader in the state.
So, the kind of sort of animosity that came up during the primary, a lot of people would never believe that that kind of thing can come up in a party where you call yourself family.
Oh, well, you know, animosities do attend political matters because it's serious business. It's not a game. It is about making a difference in the lives of our people. The people who ran for the primary in APC are distinguished gentlemen and ladies. They've accomplished a lot in their individual lives. They are bringing a lot to the table, and they believe that they very well deserve the support of the delegates. So they had to sell themselves with what they thought was the best way to sell themselves.
There's a lot of people watching from the sideline who think that your party has never been together.
Well, you know, in every party, you will always have strands of opinion. We have robust debate in APC. We have a lot of issues around ensuring that we get back to office. And we're all determined to do what it takes to do that. Today, I've spent the entire day visiting my co-contestants, from Engineer Shegoni to Senator Gbengo. I've visited 12 of my co-contestants today, and we've had very fruitful conversations around who we consider to be the common enemy of this state. That's the person who is occupying the office.
The common enemy of the state?
Yes, this state has a common enemy.
The governor
is the common enemy of my party and of
an enemy
people
of the party. This is politics.
Well,
has it come to war and enmity?
Well, he is a common enemy of progressives in the state. He's a common enemy of those who want the good of Ekiti State, because he has spent the last 3.5 years doing nothing but taking the state back.
Really? Because the flyover that you came through here was
I didn't come
is that
through.
nothing?
I didn't come through any flyover.
The one just before your government, the government house,
well,
at the center of the city.
You have to ask yourself, have you gotten your priority right in a state where workers have not been paid for 10 months?
But when you say that it did nothing.
Well, I don't, for me, development is not physical. Development is human. It is your ability to develop human capital that will make a fundamental difference between progress and poverty.
So you don't see development in also infrastructure development?
Oh, I do.
So when you say development,
but infrastructure must be a trigger for concrete development. Infrastructure is not an end in itself. That is a bridge to nowhere. We do not need a bridge in that place, and I am convinced that the resources that had been expended on that bridge could very well do better for the state by sorting out the backlog of salaries owed to the workers of this state. So
it brings me to the point where you mentioned Engineer Segun. We ever thought that you were a very good friend of Engineer Segun?
I am a very good political associate of Engineer Segun, and we have nothing but respect for each other. I spent this morning in his house, for example.
Did you speak with him about your ambition? A lot of people said you were a bit some people in fact described it as creepy about your ambition. Like they were asking you whether you were going to run or not, but you never told anybody anything, that you were just being secretive about it.
There's nothing creepy about my ambition. I was very specific to people, both contestants who approached me and to members of our party who asked me, because I was consistently in touch with the party. I had two issues. One, we had the issue of Ekiti Gate, the investigation surrounding the last election in Ekiti, and what would be the outcome.
That has been ended, isn't it?
It's
concluded.
It's not concluded. There's a panel investigation that had been concluded following Captain Kohli's revelations about what transpired. But the transfer of that to the judicial end of it is where we have had some challenges. However, I've also said to people who have approached me or who asked me about ambition that I have a principle, and there is no way I'm going to enter any race without consulting my principal, who happens to be the president and commander-in-chief of this country.
Did you consult with him?
Obviously I did. I wouldn't have been in this race if I didn't consult.
Did he give you his blessings?
If he didn't give me his blessings, I would not have been in this race.
Because I'm wondering whether he gave his blessings also to his political advisor, who is Senator Ojudu.
Well, I don't know anything about that.
He probably had given multiple blessings.
But I know him to be a person of integrity. I doubt if he would have done that. To the best of my knowledge, I'm not sure that person you referred to actually approached the president.
Have you resigned your position as minister?
I am not compelled by law to resign my position as minister until 30 days to the election. That's what the Constitution says.
Are you going to do so?
I'm going to resign my position within the next 2 weeks.
Really?
Yes.